Hello everybody, this is Old Soldier, the Yeti 400 power station. That is what we are going to talk about today. I have had my Yeti power station for 7 or 8 years. I bought it highly discounted on a pro deal. They go for over $400. If my memory serves correctly, I bought it for right around $3. It's given me okay service and hung in there fairly well. This is a very heavy power station. It weighs in at 29 pounds. What do I use it for? Well, I use it for backup emergency power, and I use it to charge up everyday devices like smartphones and laptops. The specs say that fully charged, it will recharge a laptop 5 times, smartphone 30 times, or 3 hours of TV. I've never used it to power a TV. I think those are a little bit optimistic. You probably will get 20 plus charges for a smartphone out of it, and you know, I've probably gotten 2 charges for a laptop using this thing before I need to recharge it, so maybe that is a little bit optimistic. The power station is powered by a 12-volt sealed lead acid battery, and it is replaceable. The lifespan of this battery is hundreds of charges. The Yeti comes with a 12-volt charging cord and an adapter cord to use with other legacy models. The 400 in the Yeti 400 stands for watts. In theory, if you have a 50-watt light bulb, the Yeti 400 would run it for 8 hours. In reality, it doesn't quite work out for that, and it is just for use as an estimate. The charging port for the battery is here in the upper left-hand corner. The blue light indicates that the battery is now charging. The LCD screen displays that as it's charging, the power coming in is low, and the battery charge level is in 20% increments. So you can see here it is charged at 80% plus, and it is still charging. When charging something, the liquid crystal display will display that the output, in this case, charging a smartphone, the output is 0.7 watts. The Yeti 400 has 2 AC output ports, 2 USB ports, 1 12-volt car port, and 2 6mm 12-volt ports. Honestly, I've never used these two. I've used the car port only a few times, and I generally either use the AC output ports or the USB ports. To charge an item, in this case a smartphone, simply plug it into the USB port, plug in your smartphone, and turn the port on. Every port has an on-off button at top. When charging an item, the LCD display will always display that the battery is full. This is not necessarily true. The manufacturer recommends before using the Yeti 400, make sure that it is fully charged. This seems to be like common sense. The manufacturer also advises to, if the battery is stored, to keep it fully charged. Some like to refer to these types of power stations as solar generators. I do not. They're simply a battery charged either by solar or other means, including the wall outlet, with an inverter. So that's why I call it a power station. The lead acid battery does not require deep cycling. That was true with nickel cadmium batteries, but this is not true with the lead acid battery in this one. And Yeti also does make a lithium battery version of this. These versions require no such draining. As a matter of fact, the manufacturer suggests to keep the battery charged either by solar or other means as much as possible. I use my unit daily, if not weekly, to charge smartphones and laptop batteries just around the house. I have a couple different solar charging panels for my Yeti 400. They're both proprietary, made by Goal Zero. They work well enough. Goal Zero recommends that you use their solar panels solely. The rule of thumb that I use for charging on a sunny day, I receive about 50% of the solar panel's rated wattage. This seems to work out well for me. I should point out that there is a chaining port, and you can chain this power station to other Yeti 400s to extend runtime. To do this, you need to purchase their chaining cable from Goal Zero. The Yeti 400 comes with the owner's manual. Men, I know we hate to read them, but I highly recommend it. It comes in English, French, German, and Spanish. What are my thoughts and observations after owning one of these for 7 or 8 years? I would give it a solid B- or C+. If you have a vehicle and are working in a remote location and only have solar power and want to recharge your laptop and perhaps a few other simple devices, they'll probably work great. They're great to have around the house, and yeah, I reduce my carbon footprint by recharging small items from the sun, but the impact is at most minimal. One thing I will say, I will give Goal Zero an F for customer support. I have sent them several queries over the year. When they do bother to reply, which is not often or always, their help that they offer is very minimal in nature. Their customer service is, in fact, a joke. Anyway, those are my thoughts and observations. That's my experience with the Goal Zero Yeti 400 power station. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Old Soldier out.